What's going on, everyone? Or better yet, what's going on with Kanye West, now legally known as Ye? He and his brand new wife, Bianca Censori, have been getting into nothing but trouble. Earlier this month, the 46-year-old Chicago native punched an unidentified man that supposedly laid more than just a finger on his 29-year-old wife while they were out and about in LA. Other witnesses are saying different things, specifically that he punched the wrong man. There's definitely a lot to unpack there, but don't worry, we're going to get into it. It looks like Ye's secret marriage with the lead architect of his Yeezy brand is coming with more lows than highs. In this video, we're going to cover what the world thinks about Ye's new wife Bianca and try to understand what they were both thinking by getting together. Welcome to True Celebrity Stories. This is your central hub to learn the latest about the juiciest celebrity gossip. Today we turn to Ye. The last thing we remember about him was his nasty divorce with Kim Kardashian, his threats at Kim's then boyfriend Pete Davidson, and who could forget his anti-Semitic remarks on Twitter that cost him a deal with Adidas. After so many lawsuits and settlements, not to mention his abandoned $2.2 million Calabasas ranch, Ye seems to have turned away from the world. But he gave us a hint of a change in his love life back in December of 2022. On December 7, 2022, West dropped a track on Instagram that has since been deleted. It was his first song after a series of controversial, racist, and anti-Semitic statements that turned many fans against him. In the since then deleted IG post, Ye wrote, "Sensory overload. The variable epitope library from the antigen promotes an immune response in the body." Yeah, whatever that means. Both this caption and the lyrics to the song were highly cryptic, including the lines, "waking up to I can't do this anymore" text, as well as, "and the Bible said I can't have any more till marriage." At the time of the release, fans could guess that he was talking about his divorce with Kim, but what they didn't know was that he was also referring to his secret marriage with Australian architect Bianca Censori. It wasn't until after they had tied the knot and made it public that his fans showed appreciation for Ye's wordplay. In the comments on the YouTube upload of the song, Deadass Facts commented, "Here after hearing Kanye married Censori." And user Brian Eric 6524 said, "Now everyone can understand the title Sensory Overload. Congrats, Ye." We're not so sure that everyone felt like telling Ye congrats for marrying a woman 17 years younger than him. Many have noticed how Bianca has a striking resemblance to his former wife Kim, and she seems to be Ye's ragdoll for his twisted fantasies. How did Ye end up running into her anyway? Let's dive into that next. According to the Cosmopolitan, Bianca had worked as an architectural designer for Ye's Yeezy brand since November 2020, and believe it or not, she has a pretty impressive resume. She holds a Bachelor's of Arts and a Master's of Arts in Architecture from the University of Melbourne. Despite being from Australia, she splits her time between her home there and in LA, a place where she says she can apply her creativity. Now, homegirl is very smart, so what's going on with the wardrobe malfunctions, and why are they on purpose? The world is not a fan of Bianca's controversial outfits. It doesn't matter that she's currently the head architect in Yeezy's brand. From what fans are seeing from videos of her out in public with Ye, homegirl needs to apply a lot more clothes, not just creativity. The couple has been making headlines in the media, and not for good reasons. The terrible two have already been caught up in their share of scandals, from a police investigative report of public indecency in Venice in September 2023, to an instance where Censori was wearing nothing but a see-through raincoat. What kind of fashion sense is that? In a clip from the X17 online video titled, "Kanye West's wife Bianca Censori once again steps out in next to nothing," we see just that. Ye is fully clothed, while Bianca is wearing a world record miniskirt that reveals her underwear. YouTube user Uber Durable commented, "Even streetwalkers don't dress like this." DKCE1366 with the most likes commented, "I almost feel like he's using her to make fun of Kim like a mockery." There was yet another comment from user Firsty04 who said, "Is she his slave? She does not respect herself." Someone even replied to that comment saying, "In a few years she will declare in the media that she was being manipulated." In previous news articles, Censori's family has remained largely quiet about the couple, and they even claim feeling positive about the relationship. But some of Censori's friends have voiced concern about the rapid changes in her life from the beginning. I mean, they tied the knot less than 2 months after Ye finalized his divorce with Kim. I don't know about you, but this is screaming midlife crisis and more. While the rapper says that he's been feeling invigorated since his romance with Bianca, her inner circle is worried that she's grown distant and even isolated. Could this be manipulation? That's up for you to decide. But wait until you hear this extra detail. In his song Hell of a Life from his album My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, the opening line is, "I think I just fell in love with a porn star." Well, it looks like Kanye is trying to turn that dark twisted fantasy into a reality. Oh, it gets even messier. Ye has been consulting with veteran adult film producer Mike Moss, the ex-husband of star Stormy Daniels. Can you guess what they talked about? And here's the real troubling part. Remember that YouTube comment that said that Ye was using Bianca like a slave? Well, if they're walking around town and she's wearing next to nothing, it looks like Ye has got him a walking billboard to help him achieve his twisted dark fantasy. And suddenly the narrative from Bianca's family has changed. According to the Daily Mail, they were highly suspicious of Ye's intentions. They claimed that they were willing to overlook his behavior. Maybe they had gotten swept away by Ye's rhetoric and his gospel album. However, his parading Bianca around like a walking billboard to promote indecency is a complete 180 that is perplexing even fans. And here's what's really not adding up. Before getting hitched to Ye, Bianca did not dress like that. She did not parade her naked body around the streets with her man not too far behind her. And considering that both her sisters and her mother are diehard feminists, they can't seem to wrap their head around why Bianca is doing this sort of thing in the first place. This is not looking good for Ye at all. On May 15, his chief of staff, Mayo Yiannopoulos, abruptly resigned from Yeezy, stating that he had some concerns about the new team. When asked why he was not at all for the launching of the Yeezy studio, Milo answered the following: "This is an imminent danger to my life as a recovering addict and an unacceptable risk to my spiritual and physical health as a former homosexual." Considering that Milo was on Ye's team for a bit over 2 years, this does not look good on Ye at all. It seems like misfortune is following him from every angle. And let's talk about Ye's openness to even start a studio. Is he going to star in it? Is he going to let his wife star in these kinds of videos? Here's what Ye had to say about his self-diagnosed addiction. "My dad had a Playboy left out at age 5 and it affected almost every choice I made for the rest of my life." Now, I don't know about you, but that's a huge jump between one little incident that occurred when he was 5 years old to then being nearly 50 years old and meeting up with the ex-husband of Stormy Daniels. Ye is off the rails here, and it doesn't seem like people are willing to put up with it, as one of the top executives from his Yeezy brand showed. So what does Bianca think about Ye's venture? Not much. It doesn't seem like she's that supportive, and some sources have said that she has occasionally thought about divorce. And why? Well, how would you like to be used as more of a marketing tool than a spouse? Yeah, I don't think anyone would like that kind of treatment. Bianca, honey, we get it. But once it didn't stop and more eyebrows were being raised, she must have been wondering when he was going to put the brakes on this little project of his. Except he hasn't. Regardless of what Bianca thinks, she's already let herself be Ye's marketing tool. From being on the cover of his Vultures album to walking around half naked in clubs in LA. It looks like Bianca has made up her own mind in a way that is shocking her family, friends, and Ye fans. And based on all of Ye's behavior, like punching the wrong man in the face, it's not helping fans envision how he's going to carry out this brand new business venture. Yup. Trouble seems to be following Ye around every corner, and we're here for it. Let's revisit the incident where he supposedly punched the wrong person. Remember that incident mentioned earlier about someone putting their hands on Ye's wife? Let's revisit that. At the Chateau Marmont in LA, an eyewitness said that 2 men who were twins bumped into Bianca, and Ye took it the wrong way. He swung at the wrong twin, which Ye denies. But here is what TMZ reported. The source claims that Mark or Johnny Houston, identical twins and prominent restaurateurs in the LA scene, accidentally bumped into her in a busy lobby, and that Ye allegedly followed the man outside and punched the wrong twin in the face. It doesn't look like these 2 stories add up from Ye's perspective. Uh-oh. On one hand, it looks like Ye is very much protective of his Bianca, But on the other hand, he seems just as out of it as he has in his other controversial moves. I mean, come on. What kind of man is Ye to punch the wrong man and then claim that they had felt up his precious Bianca? How do we even know this wasn't some public stunt to promote some of his upcoming adult entertainment? Well, folks, you have heard it all here. It looks like Kanye West has taken a turn for the worse that it can get, and he seems to continue to go in that hellish direction. And this time, instead of having Kim involved, he's got a lookalike named Bianca Censori, who has been willing to be his walking billboard since they became secretly engaged back in 2022. But enough about what the world thinks about this pair. We want to know what you think. Will Bianca stick around once Ye's venture gets off the ground? Will she go from being a walking billboard to a walking feature in one of his adult videos? Or will she leave this man and reclaim her feminist roots? What does Ye's ex-wife Kim and his children think about his new endeavors? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and drop a comment below with what you think. That's all for now, but stay tuned for more of the hottest topics from True Celebrity Stories.